Hello, my name is Destin, and I'm from the Mana Studios, and this is our company podcast for our BMC.
Hi, I'm Kyla.
I'm Max.
I'm Jason.
And I'm Maximus Luara.
Yes, so basically what a BMC is a business model canvas. So what this does is to help us organize our goals and expectations of what our company is going to have in detail of what we do, our customer problems, etc. And we will be getting into those details today.
It's something for investors, really. It's only
Indeed.
for them. It doesn't concern most average people. Anyway, first things on the agenda for the BMC is the customer problem, which is something we kind of had to just make up and go with because realistically, there is no problem for a entertainment business, but we had to come up with something, so Destin will explain what we came up with.
Alright, so what is our solution to the problem that we came
Or
up with?
Max,
Yeah.
go with the problem, sorry.
I did the solution.
Our customer's problem is low-income persons have restricted access to pay-to-play style experiences due to paywalls.
Yep, and then we go into the solution, which is as simple as it sounds. It's the solution to the problem. Destin, sorry.
So how are we going to solve those customer problems? Well, we want to offer short, pay-to-play style games for free. And we get profit through the support of our fans from donation sources.
All right, and then going into our UVP, we have Maximus, and the UVP is going to be our unique value proposition, which is what makes us unique against our competition.
We give our stuff away for free, and we don't ask for money back. You can give us money if you want to, but we're not, requiring it or anything.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. You get free stuff for basically whatever you want. And then moving on, we're going to go over customer segments, which is basically who are we targeting, and we're going to go over kind of the specific ideas of what we'll be going and targeting for our next game, which is again Maximus.
Mm-hmm. So, basically, we're targeting young people, 14 to 25, and at that, we're targeting another subset of people known as otaku, but in reality, they're just weeaboos, because this game is very anime-inspired, if you want to call it that.
It's basically a JRPG.
Basically.
Yep, and then going on, we next have customer relationships, which is basically how we communicate and talk with you guys and all those lovely things. Be able to support our community, which we have Kyla for.
Yes, so since I'm in charge of social media, which is how we reach our customer base, we currently have Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, as well as Instagram. And this is basically how we update and show how we progress with development of the games and have people know what we're doing. And when we release, which is the most important part, release the games for them to actually play.
Yep, and we'll eventually build out into a nice Discord community and also
Discord,
use
that is
Twitch a
coming up.
little bit as well. For channels, the things that we basically go on to distribute our game, it's going to be a wide variety of things, as Kyla will explain right here.
Yeah, so basically our channels is, as Jason said, is where we actually sell, quote unquote, because it's free, our games. So we have Steam, and of course on our website we have those links on itch.io, and hopefully in the future we'll have it on Amazon and Humble.
Yep, and we'll also probably throw it on a few pirating sites, just so that way people that try and pirate a free game can get it without any viruses. Going over cost structure, that's basically the continuous fees of what it takes to make our product. So of course we have some licensing fees for softwares, and a lot of those are, some are one-time, some are continuous. It just depends on what software we use. Since we're doing an RPG, we're using RPG Maker, one-time software purchase, and then we're good with that license. A-Sprite has a few things that we're using, but none of that really matters. Later on we might have an office, but for right now we're high schoolers and don't have the revenue to possibly hope for that. So the major costs that we're going to have are a 5% fee from Patreon if we ever actually get support, And if they do PayPal donations, which we'll set up eventually, it's just a small percentage fee with like a 30-cent flat donation, and we'll have that set up. And of course, that goes and ties in well with our revenue streams, which are going to mostly be Patreon, PayPal, and itch.io, which has the pay what you want feature. It's just an easy feature that lets you just choose what you want to pay. So you can play it for free, pay nothing at first, and then you can say, okay, I liked it, and pay like $2 for it if you feel, or $5 or whatever. And then of course there's key metrics that we review to see how well the business is doing. First of all was downloads across the distribution platforms, how many people download it. Reviews of it are, of course, people giving us feedback and such. Daily active users is another important one, because if we have continuously active users, that's pretty good. But since we're a single player game mostly, we're not going to have too many daily actives like you would see on like an MMO or something. Average game time is something to look at as well, making sure that our games aren't too long, too short, a good amount of game time for the amount of development time, and get a good sense for that. And then of course session length, seeing if people are breaking up into 1 session, 2 sessions, whether it's like 5-hour 1 session or 2-3 hour sessions, whatever it may be. And that's kind of just the gist of our BMC. There's no additional parts really. And this was our quote unquote podcast.
There we go. Thank you guys so much for tuning in with us. We are in the Mana Studio, and please follow us on our social media so we can